Shall we make haste to the Emerald Tavern?
As war looms in the distance, you escort Lord Babris and Lady Sancha to the Emerald Tavern for their meeting with the Elven Envoy. You've successfully delivered Lord Elmer Babris to the Emerald Tavern, high among the treetops. Usually a welcoming place. There is a strange tension in the air as you enter.
The elves of Neverwinterwood extend their welcome to you and your escort, Lord Babris. I am Lyriel Galandanel, speaker for the elves. I hope that...
Welcome? Your welcome is the spider's welcome to the fly. I was attacked in your precious woods.
Lord Babris, I'm shocked. What happened?
I found his lordship injured on the road. Luckily, these fine heroes had already come to his rescue.
This is disturbing news, but I assure you my people were in no way responsible. Should we proceed with the negotiations?
Here? Now? In this place?
Ah, Lady Galandanel. Lord Babris is clearly shaken from his ordeal, and is uncomfortable here. It is only right that he be allowed to choose a venue where he can feel safe. Perhaps Thunder Tree? It lies on the edge of the wood, but is a settlement of Neverwinter.
Thunder Tree? Yes, an excellent choice. Allow me a drink to quiet my nerves before we depart.
But we are all present here.
Please, Lyriel. Let our guest be among his people at Thunder Tree. We should not test the patience of Neverwinter without reason.
If that is the stance of the Emerald Enclave, so be it. Will your new bodyguard accompany us to Thunder Tree, Lord Babris?
We shouldn't impose.
Impose? Not at all. In fact, I insist that you escort us to Thunder Tree. First, a drink for you and, more importantly, me.
Then it's settled.
Apparently so.
Time to become a problem.
Well met, traveler. You stand in the Emerald Tavern, and I am its proprietor, Aravilar Durafil. Lord Babris mentioned you have an open tab on his account. Generous, isn't he? Might I recommend Beldabar's Ale, just in from Yartar, if your palate can appreciate the distinction?
Yes, order whatever you like. I'll take mine and wait for you by the door. One for the road, that is the expression, yes?
So, friends, what will you have? Something to calm the nerves? These are tense times, and we can all benefit from taking a moment to relax.
A kobold sits hunched over a plate stacked high with golden pancakes, syrup dripping from the edges like melting candle wax. He tears into the feast with abandon, stuffing syrup-soaked bites into his maw, chewing noisily, tail twitching with delight. The kobold swallows with effort, his throat bobbing, then licks his snout with a quick flick of his tongue. He finally pauses eating, though his clawed fingers still clutch a fork. A fresh bite of pancake hovering halfway to his mouth. Beady eyes fix on you, weighing something very important.
You like pancakes, yes? Of course you do. Only monsters don't. But tragedy. Syrup is running low. No syrup, no pancakes, no joy. Sweet Fang suffers. You help, yes? Get maple sap from trees, bring back, make syrup, save breakfast. Simple, easy, full bellies for all.
Sweet Fang's tail thumps against the chair, and he looks up at you expectantly, as if you've already agreed.
What's another wart to the nobles of Neverwinter? None of them swing the swords themselves. What's another wart to the nobles of Neverwinter?
Well met. You have done a great service in ensuring Lord Bavris reached this place alive. Had he perished in the woods, peace would already be lost. And yet, I find myself departing again before our plea for peace has even been uttered. If you would speak with me, I will listen. What do you wish to ask? It began as many such conflicts do, with a broken promise. Neverwinter's loggers swore they would not cross certain boundaries, that our sacred groves would remain untouched. Then we found our trees felled, our warnings ignored. When we sent envoys to remind them of the treaty, they did not return. We found them burying the bodies beneath the roots of the butchered trees. The loggers claimed that we attacked first, a convenient excuse and a lie. And now, war looms once more, all for greed and stubbornness. What do you wish to ask? Lord Bavris is a man of words and of pride. His lands and lineage were restored by the very peace he now hesitates to uphold. I do not know if his reluctance stems from fear, ambition, or the blindness of his own station, but I will not allow the lives of my people to be gambled on his uncertainties. Lord Bavris holds his title and lands by the will of Neverwinter's current ruler, but the previous Lord of Neverwinter had no such favor for his line. When the old tyrant was deposed, it was not only through human hands. Elves bled for that cause. The Emerald Enclave bled for it. And when a new ruler was chosen, Bavris's title was restored under the very peace he now strains to deny. If he does not recall this debt, then he is a fool. If he does, and still he hesitates, then he is something worse. What do you wish to ask? The Emerald Enclave serves nature's balance above all else. To them, peace is not justice, nor is it necessarily right. It is merely preferable to war. Sancha Fallwater believes that moving the talks to Thunder Tree is the best way to prevent violence. Perhaps she is right, but it was the elves who bent first. It is we who've bled. Neverwinter has given up nothing. What do you wish to ask? We are the children of this forest, its shepherds and its shield. We have seen its ancient glades and whispered its oldest names. We do not seek dominion, only the right to live in harmony with the land that bore us. We have watched the world change, and we have changed with it. But we will not bow to those who see the forest only as timber and profit. What do you wish to ask? If you would speak with me, I will listen. Very well.
I must thank you again for your timely rescue of Lord Barbris. If he had died in Neverwinter Wood on the way to these negotiations, well, it does no good to dwell on what might have been. The elves of the wood and the city of Neverwinter stand on the precipice of war. Were it not for the Emerald Enclave, the battle lines would already be drawn. Our agents in the city caught wind of Neverwinter's war preparations and delayed them long enough for these talks. Alas, the Neverwinter envoy, Lord Barbarous, does not seem inclined toward diplomacy. Are you ready to leave for the Thunder Tree negotiations? How can I help? This conflict is a slow-burning fire, fed by old wounds and new grievances. The elves see the logging as an existential threat. Neverwinter views the forest as a resource they have every right to harvest. It was not always like this. The last Lord of Neverwinter escalated tensions. After he was dethroned, the Emerald Enclave helped establish a treaty. But now something or someone has rekindled hostilities. Skirmishes have erupted and blame is being hurled from both sides. Who struck first? That depends on who you ask. What I know for certain is this. War would be devastating. We must guide both sides back to reason before it is too late. How can I help? He is an ambitious man, and ambition rarely breeds patience. He sees himself as the rightful voice of Neverwinter, though his claim to that title is not without controversy. I do not doubt his love for his city, but his vision is narrow. He sees only the prosperity of Neverwinter and not the cost to the land or the people who call it home. He is also emotionally invested in these talks. If you have spoken with him, you may have noticed his regard for me. I pretend not to, for his sake. Such affections, however flattering, have no place in matters of diplomacy. How can I help? Lady Galandonel is a formidable leader, though I fear her patience wears thin. The elves of Neverwinter would have long memories, and their history with Neverwinter is fraught. They aided the city when its fate hung in the balance, and only to find themselves dismissed once stability returned. Now they see the treaty they fought for eroded, and their lands threatened again. I cannot blame them for their frustration, but frustration is a poor guide. The elves must recognize that war will not preserve their home. It will only hasten its ruin. How can I help? The Emerald Enclave stands between civilization and the wilds, ensuring neither grows too strong at the expense of the other. We are not rulers, nor conquerors. We are guides, keepers of balance. The treaty we brokered after the last Lord of Neverwinter fell was not perfect, but it held. Now we must act again to prevent disaster. Not everyone trusts us. Some in Neverwinter see us as outsiders, meddling in affairs beyond our ken. Some among the elves believe we should take their side outright. But peace is not found in allegiance. It is found in understanding. That is why I am here, to ensure these negotiations do not collapse before they have begun. How can I help? Are you ready to leave for the Thunder Tree negotiations?
Ah, my savior. I hope you enjoyed yourself. No finer reward for heroism than a well-earned drink. Am I right? Now, what can I do for you? Ask away. Ah, a grave matter, to be sure. The previous Lord Neverwinter left us this mess, but once he was deposed, we secured peace with the elves. Yet now the logging community at Thunder Tree has come under attack. And who is responsible? The elves, naturally. It's a clear violation of the treaty, for which I came in good faith to negotiate recompense. There can be only one payment. Blood for blood. Those responsible must pay with their lives. And then, of course, with gold. Compensation for the families who lost loved ones. And while we are speaking of debts, there is the matter of my personal expenses. The elves insisted we meet in the wilderness, far from civilization, and I nearly perished for it. There will be no further talks until negotiations move to more favorable ground. Ask away. Lord Elmer Babris of Neverwinter, at your service. Diplomat, statesman, nobleman, burdened with the unenviable task of keeping this realm from plunging into chaos. And what thanks do I receive? None! I'm nearly killed in the woods, and still I must be the reasonable party in these negotiations. If there is to be peace, it will be because of my efforts. Ask away. Sancha Forewater is formidable. A woman of great wisdom, strength, and, well, she has a way of cutting through nonsense with a single look. Of course, she is the voice of the Emerald Enclave. Their ways are different. Wild, mysterious. Important druids and such. Can't say we in Neverwinter think about them much, but their word holds weight with the elves. But Lady Forewater, she sees the necessity of order, of structure. That's why she sided with me. Though there might be another reason. Ask away. Thunder Tree. A fine example of Neverwinter's resilience. A town abandoned to ruin, now reclaimed by the industrious spirit of our people. It was a logging settlement for generations, but after the eruption of Mount Hotenau, it fell to ruin. But Neverwinter does not let its lands go to waste. Our people returned, rebuilt, and now it thrives once more. A civilized place, unlike this forsaken woodland tavern. It is only natural that we continue negotiations there, where order and security prevail. Oh, you understand, I'm sure. Now there's a tale I've had to endure more times than I care to count. It happened long before my time, of course. But the elves never tire of reminding me. Mount Hotenau's wrath came suddenly. Fire, ash, the land itself splitting open. It wiped out whole villages, burned forests to cinders, and nearly drowned Neverwinter in flames. Thunder Tree, once a thriving town, was left an uninhabitable ruin. For decades, it was abandoned, overrun by monsters and the restless dead. Then, the last Lord of Neverwinter, say what you will of the man, saw an opportunity. He led the charge to reclaim Thunder Tree, sending people from Neverwinter to rebuild and resume logging. Of course, that also sparked the last war with the elves. Apparently, they took issue with us reclaiming a town that was rightfully ours. And now, here we are again, at the brink of another war, because some people refuse to let go of the past. Ask away. Now, what? Oh, well, as you wish then.
Every treaty holds until someone finds a way to profit from breaking it.
Dum da da dum dum. The Deacon has taken upon himself to gather music from all corners of Faerun. Deacon has found a beautiful song from these here parts, but Deacon is afraid Deacon lost it. Deacon was practicing outdoors, and a gust of wind grabbed a hold of the score. There should be 3 sheets of music somewhere here in Neverwinter Wood, scattered by the wind. Please find them. Bring them to Deacon.
Neverwinter calls it their wood. I don't see their hands planting new trees, do you?
Greetings, stranger. Best stay clear of the eastern parts of the woods. Them's well known for being trolls' stomping grounds. Me and my buddy were hunting one of the smaller ones when a couple of the big fellers got the jump on us. I got away, but my friend weren't so lucky. He got tripped up on our blood-gathering gear. Troll's blood is good for potions, you see. If you think you can handle a few trolls, you could go get our gear. I'll pay for your trouble.
My turn to shine!
Neverwinter's steel is strong, but the roots of this wood run deeper.
I've seen 100 talks like these. They always end the same.
Are you ready to leave for the Thunder Tree negotiations?